Have you ever heard of a single tragic event that sparked a movement strong enough to change the course of history for an entire community? In London's East End, back in 1978, the brutal killing of a young Bangladeshi textile worker became a turning point not just for the Bangladeshi community, but for immigrants across Britain. This is the story of Altab Ali, a name etched into history as a symbol of resistance against racism and violence. In May 1978, the East End of London was a very different place. The area, particularly Whitechapel, had become home to many Bangladeshi immigrants, most of whom worked long hours in garment factories and textile mills. They had come with dreams of a better future, but life was far from easy. Racist violence, discrimination, and attacks on immigrant families were shockingly common. Among them was a 24-year-old Bangladeshi man named Altab Ali. Like many others, he worked tirelessly in the textile trade, supporting his family and hoping for stability. But on the evening of May 4, 1978, while walking home from work through Whitechapel, Altab Ali was attacked by 3 teenage boys. In a senseless act of racist hatred, he was stabbed to death in broad daylight. His murder shook the entire East End. For the Bangladeshi community, this was more than just a crime, it was a wake-up call. The violence they faced daily had reached a breaking point. Altab Ali's death became the moment that united not only Bangladeshis, but also Pakistanis, Indians, Afro-Caribbeans, and even many white working-class Londoners who stood against racism. In the days following his murder, thousands of people took to the streets. On May 14, 1978, a massive demonstration marched from Brick Lane to Downing Street. This wasn't just a protest, it was a historic show of unity. The crowd demanded justice, equal rights, and an end to racial violence. The movement that grew from Altab Ali's death eventually pressured authorities to take stronger action against racist attacks. It also reshaped the East End, turning Brick Lane into a proud cultural hub of the Bangladeshi community. Today, the park where Altab Ali was murdered has been renamed Altab Ali Park, standing as a memorial to him and a reminder of the fight against racism. Altab Ali's murder in 1978 was a tragedy, but his legacy lives on as a symbol of resistance, unity, and hope. His story reminds us that even in the darkest times, communities can rise together and demand change. If you found this story powerful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more untold histories of immigrants, resilience, and the hidden stories behind today's multicultural cities.